Happy Martin Luther King Day, everybody. Did I have a dream yesterday, or did that really happen? America now! Could you ask for a better championship Sunday? I mean, you had both the NFC and the AFC championship game. Both games had nice comebacks. Both games went into overtime. It was just incredible. But then, of course, the league had to ruin it. This is why we can't have nice things. Saints-Rams, first game on the slate yesterday. A beautiful game. Yeah, the Saints came out, the dome was a rockin', they got off to like a 14-point lead. People are saying, oh no, it looks like the Rams are gonna crumble. Not me though, not me. Me, I live bet them and got them for plus 10.5. So the Saints were running away with it. Sean McVay pulls a fake punt. Next thing you know, they're rolling. Next thing you know, Saints are driving and
talk to each other. Crowd's going crazy as there's no flag right on the Saints sideline.
Well, if Roby-Coleman plays the ball, it's an interception. It's probably going the other way with it. I mean, the ball's on the other side of Roby-Coleman.
How is this still happening in the NFL? The NFL's trying to change the sport and take, hard hits and concussions and player safety and all this shit out of the game. They can figure it all out, every time they have a problem, they solve it. But how come they just can't get the fucking referees to screw their dicks on straight? This is actually like an epidemic. If you are a referee, if you wear this jersey, and I was never one, I just acquired this for a Halloween costume. I would like to say that right now. I know it's 2019, you're not supposed to generalize, you're not supposed to judge people. We're dropping all those rules out the window for just this moment because I feel like I owe this to the Saints. Like, I bet on the Rams. I told you yesterday, I was 2 for 2. Nailed it. Couldn't have been more right on my predictions, by the way. But that has nothing to do with this. It breaks my heart to see the sport come to such drastic lows. If you were ever wearing the zebra shirt, if you were ever a referee who thinks I am worthy enough to officiate two teams trying to compete against each other, giving it their all, and I'm just gonna be this fucking dickbag who stands in the middle and officiates the rules, like, you're a fucking loser. You are a loser, okay? You probably weren't good enough to play, and you had to fucking go and officiate games, so you see these good top athletes, and you try to take away from them. When it comes to the game of football, it's obviously known that wide receivers are the biggest ego on the field. But the referee shouldn't be second place. And the treatment and protection that these referees get from the league is despicable. They're like affluent frat boys in the early 90s. They can just do whatever the fuck they want. And to that I say, I have the perfect solution. You just have to listen to me. I know I got a blindfold on my face and I'm yelling into a fucking camera in a room where there's no one else but me. But I have the answers. It's going to be a little bit of a game changer, but it's going to keep the game constant. And most importantly, it's going to confirm that we get the right calls. We need the right calls. We can't have these fucking idiot assholes, because that's what referees are. They're idiot assholes who think they know a whole lot more than they do. The game is faster than it's ever been. And you're going to tell me you can fucking see this and see this play happen, and then you're going to sit there with a straight face and look at a player when he's angry at you and say, no, you're wrong. You're like, they're all just fucking egotistical fuckheads. And this is a perfect solution, okay? Take away their power. Strip their power. I'm not going to say death to all referees, let's get robots out there, because I don't know if I want the robots either. I can't keep seeing these referees make these dick-stick mistakes and then they just have nothing to answer for. Yeah, they're getting fined, but they should have to fucking sit there on the podium after and answer questions. Or do something other than just maybe a fine if you mess up. That's fucking, you literally just cost the team the Super Bowl. Like, how do you feel? How do you feel? I've been going to war with you guys for quite some time now, but this is the fucking last straw. I'm coming for your necks, and I'm coming for your jobs. I'm not coming for their jobs in the sense of I want to go out there and do it. No, because being a referee is a hard job. But so is being a policeman. But they're still held accountable for their mistakes, are they not? Okay? They have too much power. They have too much say. And they don't know enough to have the power they have. It's a simple solution. Take away their power. Just strip their power, turn them into sportsmanship police. Okay, you got some referees on the field and they're throwing flags for unsportsmanlike conduct, they're throwing flags for taunting, they're throwing flags for the little stuff, because we have seen that they're not capable of making the big important calls. So what we do is, let's get some referee experts, some veterans that have been around the block before. Let's put them up in a booth with a big security screen, like those ones you see in the movies of a guy who's always in the security room, usually dozing off. But you got all the screens of every single camera that NFL Films has out there. And when a big play happens, close catch, did he catch it, did he not? You zoom in real quick, you see the play, you go fucking rewind it, you go back frame by frame, you see it like 5 times before the fucking dumbass, lazy referee could even run over to the review booth. So all the referee does on the field, like hockey, is just take a phone. Even better, he's got a wire in his ear. He doesn't have to run to a phone. You just say, hey, that was a catch. Or, hey, you review it once, twice, yeah, pretty confirmed that was pass interference. Hey, that was pass interference. We're going to have to call a flag there. Then you just come, and the big important penalties are all decided upstairs. Now, there are some purists that are saying, like, no, you can't. Why not? Why can you not do that? We implemented instant replay to make sure that we get 100% of the calls right, or as many calls as we can right. And we are not making sure anymore that we are getting as many calls right as we possibly can. It's clear now that the game has increased to a speed that is too fast for referees to make these kind of calls. And in the past, in the 70s, the 80s, and 90s, early 2000s, there was probably an infinite amount of decisions in games that were all decided falsely or incorrectly because of a dumbass referee. But if we can take away their power, keep them humble, and just have them up in the booth making calls, it would speed the game up. The percentage of correct calls would skyrocket. There would be no more of this, oh, you know what, we blew it. Like, if for an NFL coach in the NFC Championship game to get a call from the league office saying that, yeah, we fucked up, it should have been you there, we fucked up. Do the right thing. People are upset about rich owners that don't respect their players and guys who are kneeling for a national anthem. It's like, there is one problem in the NFL. And that problem is that referees have way too much power. They have way too much say, and they don't have the intelligence or the brain capability to have such power. Because it's been proven time and time again that they get these calls wrong. So why are we not just implementing some kind of system that makes sure that they don't get it wrong? I mean, that's all I can really say. Just put some guys in the booth and have the ultimate decision be from upstairs. Fuck these guys on the field. They don't know what they're doing. Referees have proven that they are incapable of doing their job. They just can't. They can't do it. Name me one sports season where someone didn't get fucked over by a bad call. Yeah. Okay, and you're like, oh, well, it's bad calls. Like, no, we shouldn't just shrug at bad calls and say, oh, it's like the weather, it's going to come and go. Like, no, let's fucking get bad calls out of the league. Let's get bad refs out of the league. All right, now that I got my 2 cents out on incompetent referees, let's, talk about the games. Other than that horrible play in the Saints-Rams game, it was a fucking incredible game. Saints were up by 2 scores. Everyone was thinking, I don't know, I think the Rams might be out of this one. Not me, though. I saw that live bet go up to 10.5. I said, give me the fucking Rams. And ended up coming back and fucking winning, so that was great. And then you got the Patriots versus the Chiefs. Ooh, another doozy of a game. Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady, they fucking put on a show, I will say that. The unicorn, the GOAT, they both put on a show. And at the end, like I said, the old vet got it done, and Patrick Mahomes is walking away with a good lesson learned. He'll be back, and he'll be better than ever. That's not even up for debate. But holy motherfucking shit, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are unfathomable. What they have done is just the most incredible thing in sports history. I don't care what you're talking about. Bill Russell, that was way too long. In the salary cap era, where they have intentionally made it hard for you to build this long-term franchise and be dominant for this long, the Patriots said, fuck you and your dumbass league rules. I bet you investigate how to improve these referees rather than investigate the fucking air inside balls. Anyways, Bill Belichick and Tom Brady are just, like, ungodly. I've come to the conclusion that if the Manning family didn't exist, Peyton, Eli, Archie, Cooper, they don't exist, okay? And Tom Brady and Bill Belichick win 18 straight Super Bowls. And what happens is football has to shut down because it's just not fun anymore. People don't like it. It went bankrupt. It just, and no one was watching. It just wasn't fun anymore. Football shut down. If the Mannings aren't alive, Tom Brady wins 18 Super Bowls. All right, I know Ben Roethlisberger was in there, Joe Flacco. Like, no, his dominance would be even more powerful without the Mannings because he wouldn't have lost Super Bowl, he wouldn't have lost the AFC Championship, and he would have been on a hot streak and he would have kept it riding. And football collapses because in any sport, if you have a team win a championship for a decade straight and more, they just cancel the sport. They're going to tell you if it's basketball and fucking the Warriors win the championship 10 years in a row, basketball's over. It's done. They cancel basketball. That's it. We'll see you maybe in like a decade, but like we're just going to take a break from this sport for a while because they figured it out. I call that the absent Manning theory where, the Manning family isn't there and Tom Brady single-handedly shuts down the sport of football. Just literally shuts it down. Now that we got that referee debacle out of the way and those 2 great games, let's talk about some other mundane Monday topics. The Mighty Ducks had a little reunion this weekend at none other than the Mighty Ducks game. If you don't know the Mighty Ducks, you're almost worse than the fucking referees, honestly. But, the cast of the Mighty Ducks goes down to the Ducks game. They take a picture in the box, not the whole cast, but, Kenan Thompson's there. That's a notable guy. He's, on Saturday Night Live, so it's good that he doesn't forget his roots. Unfortunately, Goldberg couldn't make it because, The UFC. I had a pay-per-view this week. I didn't really watch it. I usually watch a good pay-per-view card, but this one just kind of got by me. I was busy, so I couldn't really do it. But I heard Greg Hardy killed the man. And they unveiled their brand new championship belts, which they are calling the Legacy belt. With the ESPN deal they have now, where they're on ESPN Plus, not pay-per-view, it's just, to start off a new era of things. WWE does it all the time. It's just, I like a nice belt change. Even Conor McGregor came on Twitter once he saw a picture of the new belts, and he was like, okay, I'm back. So we can expect Conor McGregor to be coming back sometime soon. And last but not least, Spotify announces that they're coming out with a feature that makes it able for you to mute artists. If you're listening to a certain genre of music and you don't want to hear, an artist or a band, I guess you can click on them and just say mute, and you won't hear them anymore in your musical algorithm. So, that's pretty cool. They're calling it the Katy Perry feature. Anyways, this has been America Now on a Monday. Only thing I really have left to say is, referees, stop ruining lives, open your eyes.